Radio session 3, I think. So what I'll do is I'll post to the Google thing about how you guys overcame Dexter and all the bits and pieces. Suffice to say, you did chuck or you did whack that tree all that distance, but what happened was the one thing I forgot to take into consideration was the range at which that power of his works, the summoning, and when I measured it, it was just outside of where the creature should actually have existed. So it would have headed straight for the guy, probably knocked him over, but instead of landing on him, then got taken back to where it came from. So he would have probably suffered some scratches and bruises, but that's about it. But on to tonight's game. So it's a couple of weeks after that event. Things have died down. I'll give you some more info. There's some deeper story behind the whole Dexter thing. But tonight you're dealing with something a little bit different. So Sarah, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, work day. You've arrived at Silver City Police Headquarters just to do some extra forensic work and to file some papers and that before the day starts. So you just hang out and saying good morning to all the fellow officers and that sort of stuff. At 7 o'clock, what would Dana be doing? Dark Maiden.
Give me, what was that again?
At 7 o'clock in the morning, what would Dana be doing?
6 o'clock in the morning? What day?
7 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
What day? What day of the week?
It would be a weekday, probably a Wednesday.
Well, do I have a gig? Do I have a job?
I don't know. Roll your performing.
I don't remember.
Roll 2d8 and add your performing and your soul, and see if you can get under your performance.
And your soul?
What soul plus performance level, whatever that is.
No, I'm sorry, I was joking around. I'm like,
oh, I know.
oh,
Yeah.
He's asking for his soul.
Yes, I need your soul. Give me your soul.
Okay.
So it's soul plus your performance. Roll 2d8 and get that number or less. Yeah, looks like you do have a performance later that day.
Well, if I'm doing a movie, because I remember I'm film.
Yep, it's a theatre production.
Wow, I've never done theater.
Okay.
Well, anyway, if it's 7 o'clock, then I'm probably still at rehearsal at that time.
Okay, so you are over at the Performing Arts here. Yeah, okay. That's where we said it was. So you're, people around you, you're rehearsing. There's people with some radios and that sort of stuff on. You're going to hear an announcement shortly. Archie, I've forgotten your is it Diana? No, it's not Diana. What's the first name of your character?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. What is Gabrielle doing at 7 in the morning?
7 o'clock in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how early I said that clinic opened.
It usually opens in the afternoon and opens for the night. Yeah. Remember? So it's
All right. So 7 a.m. She's probably resting.
Okay.
I mean, just chilling out. She's probably relaxing at home, reading the paper, and drinking her morning gel.
Yep. So is she a sort of person that goes out for a jog in the morning?
I mean, after all the weight she lost, I figure on the island, yeah, she has to stay fit. She has to do her jogging thing.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Dark Maiden, you want to say something?
Yeah, I'm away from the computer.
Okay.
Could you roll for me, and I'll just answer. I'll just do the role playing part.
Oh, cool. Okay. Rightio. So, Sarah, can you please give me a city knowledge now? What are your China Basin and Central Heights, aren't you?
My city knowledge special.
None. Okay. So if you don't have a special, can you just roll your city knowledge?
Let me get through my stuff real quick to see actually, because I'm not all my base city knowledge. We'll then check my specialty because I don't know if it's just gang activity or if it's like specifically China Basin.
So no, if gang knowledge is your area, you get to add the specialization. So that would be city knowledge plus, I think it comes off mind, plus your extra point for specialization in gang stuff, gang related stuff.
Oh, I think I passed anyways. I rolled a 4.
Okay, rightio. So there's be some recent reports of in South Point, and just all over this area here. I don't. Hopefully you can see my little little blue arrow. It's not doesn't show up very well. I might have to change it. But basically, if I change it to that color, that might be more effective.
Let me zoom out a little bit more so I can see where you're pointing at.
Yep. So no, that's not going to change anything. Okay, so just around South Point, which is up here, guys. If you can see my little blue pin.
Okay, up.
Yeah, up the top there. So it's to the northeast of you. It's to the southeast of Dana and roughly north of Sarah. So in that South Point area, anyway, Sarah, there have been reports of some increased gang activity by a group known as the Hispanic Lords. They on again, off again, sort of do create a general sort of level of issue for the police force. The one thing that you are aware of around them is that they are incredibly well organized, and that seems to be the biggest thing, is to breaking into understanding how they are organized. But they, 9 times out of 10, they seem to be one step ahead of the police. So the police are trying to do more of a containment thing than actually try to stop them at the moment, until they get a break. So not your normal job, but you're in the area and you hear this call come in. Meanwhile, Dana, while you're doing your performing your rehearsals and stuff, there's a news report that on Geetle Street, which is this street, sorry, I'll center it for you, on Geetle Street and Parsons Street, which is there, right there. There was a someone rolled a gun store. It's believed that it's the action of the Hispanic Lords. I need you to give me a street sense, if you can, please, if you've got the skill.
Roll it for me.
Oh, that's right, sorry. Let's see, what skills do you have? Street sense. No, you don't have it. Okay. Oh, yes, you do. What is it?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm sure.
10.
Sure, I put it in there.
Yep. Cool. Okay. No, unfortunately not. Okay, rightio. Although you're aware of the name Hispanic Lords as a gang, you really have nothing more to sort of pick up on. Gabrielle, you're out running, you've got some airplanes in, you're hearing the same sort of thing, so if you can give me a street sense, please.
Street sense. Alright, I actually have gang activity to make sure I check that off before I
Cool.
roll.
Yeah. Nope. Because the top number needs to be less than the bottom number, right?
Gosh darn it.
Yeah. Okay, so again, you're aware Hispanic Lords are a gang in the uptown area that does cause a bit of problem. So apparently they rolled a gun store, so you're potentially looking at them arming a greater group of them and creating some more issue. Is this something you want to do, either of you, to deal with? Is entirely up to you. So you need to work out. So I guess easier for you, Gabrielle, a bit harder for Dana to actually get out of her rehearsals. Sarah, what are you doing?
All right.
Go ahead.
Was I like actually at like a full work day right now, or was it just like I just came in to like do some
No,
like extra things?
it's the start of a full work day. You can talk to some of the upper echelon bosses that you've got a pretty good rep, so you might be able to get in on the job to as a forensic scientist.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll try to go to my boss,
hmm
and she'll just kind of make her make her way make her way to the office in her normal sort of clumsy-ish demeanor that she goes with her day-to-day
Yeah.
life, and she'll just basically say,
Cool.
"Oh, I'm getting a little bit cramped up in here. Is there any way you could put me on this case? It seems like just then to get me moving in the morning."
One of the guys looks up at you and says, "What? It's too early in the morning. Look, just go along with the men. Report back in the afternoon. You've got some other cases I need some information on. But yeah, knock yourself out, kid. But be back here by lunchtime."
Yeah, she'll give like a little salute with a smile and say, "Yes,
Mm.
yes, sir. Thank you so much."
Right. Okay, so you're heading over to the area. As I said, it's on Gutel and blah, 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 Parsons Street. What, if anything, is is Dana or Gabrielle doing?
Well, I would if I know there's gang activity up there, I will go ahead and tell Dolos, the
Right.
owl,
Yep.
to go ahead and check the area out and see what you come up with.
Okay, so you're sitting
And do me a favor and spare me any mice and rat searches you end up doing while you're up there.
Okay, rightio. Awesome. So you send Delos off. It'll be a wee while for Delos to come back. That's all cool. Is Dana doing anything, or is she just sort of plotting in her head what she might do at her first possible opportunity? Dark Maiden?
You know what? I keep forgetting my character's name.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's alright.
She is concentrating on her performance
Mm-hmm.
tonight.
Mm-hmm. It is the
What
big
time is
open.
her performance?
It's 7 o'clock at night. It's the grand opening of this play.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna concentrate on that. And at the same time, she is going to plot the rest of her night, which will include investigating
Okay.
this occurrence that has come to her attention.
Rightio. So Sarah, half an hour later, you're down by the crime scene. It looks like a pretty stock standard smash and grab. Just that they happen to be grabbing guns and weapons and things, and ammunition and stuff. So the police have cordoned it off. You walk in there, flash the badge, you can walk straight in through the line, and you can start gathering your evidence or observing stuff, whatever it is you want to try to do.
Alright. I'm going to first use my forensics to gather any sciences I can.
Okay, make a roll, matey, and I'll tell you, depending on how many levels of success you get.
Alright, that should be up to a 12, so I rolled a 5 and the value's 12.
Yep, okay, that's 6, that's 3 levels. Okay, rightio. You do find evidence at the scene that will perhaps a piece of a gang patch or something that and it's not like a okay. So the gang patch is an initiate gang patch. So someone's lost part of that patch, so they're going to be in deep dip. You know that the Hispanic lords are quite brutal to people who fail. So you do find that, which ties them to, and it's probably an initiation test for somebody. The other thing you notice is that you do pick up quite a few different fingerprints, but you notice that the weapons they're going for are small concealable weapons, not large automatic weapons. So that might suggest to you a possible future crime with those type of weapons. Normally you'd associate again pulling up everything. These guys seem to have chosen like pistols, revolvers, small weapons, small handguns, and pretty much cleared out as much as possible the ammunition for those weapons. The other thing you find interesting is that in the back you have to talk to the owner. You find a residue in one of these safes, and the residue would suggest to you that he's actually kept illegal explosives there. The safe itself has been broken into, but the residue would seem to suggest something like a CX4 or something, which of course he has no right selling.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention that to the owner while I'm in there.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll try to act normal and stuff until things start clearing out, and once I get back to my car, I'll pull out my personal computer and I'll try to do a computer scanning check to see if I can catch any glimpses of our perps and what direction they might have headed in their escape, or anything useful within any security footage within a kilometer is my computer scanning range.
Okay, cool. Rightio. So most of the morning is taken up on that. I'll just move over to Delos. Delos returns. What Delos has seen is that he's seen the girl. I don't know how Delos refers to the Guardian to you, but that girl is at the scene, at the crime scene. There's lots of police. There's lots of that yellow tape all over the place. We've got to remember Delos is slightly intelligent, but not human intelligence, I don't believe. Is that right?
His body, mind are both at 8.
Oh, 8. Oh, okay. Rightio. We can have a very complicated.
So he or she, because I haven't decided on what gender the owl is.
Right.
It's probably smarter than me.
Okay, so probably. So the owl says to you that Guardian is there. Guardian is there in her human guise. She gives you a bit of a rundown on it. You don't know. She's going to tell you she can't make any summations like Guardian has, because Guardian's using her police sciences to do so. But she can tell you that it was broken into. That Guardian seemed to be fascinated by a piece of cloth with some sort of, she doesn't know, Dallas doesn't know sort of exactly what the meaning of it is, not being human, but no, it's significant. There were lots of other weapons, big weapons, left. Dallas didn't see many in the way of small handguns left. And the other thing, Dallas, now, can you give me a mind check, please, for Delos?
All right, I have to do this manually because I don't have
cool.
this no character sheet. Weren't we supposed to set up a character sheet for Delos?
We will do. That's okay.
All right.
Do it later. But,
So thank you. So
so
in that
2d8
case,
plus her mind at the moment, or his mind, because I don't know what skills you've given him. Her.
okay, 2d8, and then this.
Sorry.
Urban tracking is a skill that she had.
Yep.
I'm gonna say she.
Yep. Well, at the moment she doesn't know what she's tracking, so I just wanted to see if she notices anything. So it's about more of a
All right,
perception-based
two
skill,
d
if she's got
eight.
anything like that.
All right, 2d8 and bang.
8. Perfect. Okay, what Dallas does notice, um, from one of the other, and she only notices it because she's flying, of course, there seems to be someone of interest, a human that she isn't familiar with, on one of the buildings that overlooks the intersection and where the um, crime has taken place. So most of these buildings are like 8 or 9 stories tall,
All right.
but there are a couple of like 3 and 4 story buildings close by, and that's where this human is. Not really visible to anyone, but has a bit of a vantage point. She can give you a rough description of this individual. Um, Appears to be male, sandy brown hair, average build, seems to be wearing casual human attire, um, uses binoculars. That's pretty much what she sees at the moment. That's about the best she can give you as a description.
All right. Do I
Yeah.
have Guardian's number?
I believe you would have a way to communicate with each other, yes.
All right. So you know what? Let me go ahead and pull out the cell phone, and I will go ahead and contact the our compatriot here.
Okay. So you're about 3/4 of the way through your investigation, Sarah, when your phone goes off, and I don't know if you've put in a speed dial or a code or something to say, WO or whatever, but it's from that person that you recognise as being White Owl.
I'll say she has like them under like fake names.
Okay, rightio. So the name indicates White Owl is calling you.
She'll answer it.
Okay.
Hello?
Away you go, guys.
Hello there. Good morning. I see you're up to you're dealing with some I see you're dealing with a gun theft at the moment.
Well, we all have our day jobs. How did you
No,
know
no.
that?
A little bird told me. But seriously, I noticed somebody that my little birdie also told me that there might be someone of interest, and it gives it a approximate location.
Yep.
How close is that to me?
It would be perhaps a couple of buildings along and on the opposite side. So you can sort of, just as you're talking on the phone, just sort of do a general scan and you sort of locate the building with some certainty. So the building below, on the street level, is a bakery, and it's probably offices and then probably 2 levels of apartments above is what you're looking at. If you want to give me I don't know if you've got any sort of perception-based powers or skills.
I don't think I have any powers or skills.
So I mean, I know you've got computer scanning, but computer scanning probably wouldn't work on this particular person because they're not in CC range, if you speak. But I don't know if you've got any other skills that increase you. I don't think there would be. So it would probably be a mind-based test.
Oh, and with my new adjusted stuff, my computer scanning is a kilometer now.
Yeah.
The range of it.
Yeah.
Alright, I rolled a 4.
Cool. Okay, you have a look, and what you can see is a glint of binoculars. You sort of just slowly keep scanning. Your eyes are looking sort of in that general direction, but you make out as though you're not really seeing him. But you can definitely you notice where this person is.
Okay, what direction is he looking towards? Is it towards
He's
this
looking
direction?
directly towards you guys.
Alright. That's interesting.
Well, If you meet me, I can go ahead and get to you in a little time.
How many jumps?
Well, actually, I think she would just fly at this point.
Oh yeah, true.
The jumping is cool and all, but it gives too many freaking
All right.
upskirt shots
Yep.
for comfort.
Okay. So you fly at 10 k's an hour.
Let me just go back and check that
I
again.
think it's how much you fly.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll offer what assistance I can.
Okay.
How much time do I have left before they want me back at the station?
You got about about 3/4 of an hour before you got to head back.
I really 50K.
Oh, okay. Rightio. So it would be about 2k away. So it would take you whatever that would be in
That's the owl.
minutes. Oh, right. Okay.
Oh shit! I hate this thing.
I think you only move at 10k, don't you, flying?
I might be.
Yeah. So 20. So
I
what's
can't
that?
see anything with that.
Yeah. It'll take you 20 minutes to fly there, I think. No, that doesn't sound right. 20, 40, 60. No, 10. Just under 12 minutes to get there. So add another 5 for costume change. There you go.
What? I thought I had. Did I? I really need to buy that instant change on the brooch.
Mm-hmm. So, are you heading over that way as White Owl?
Yeah, I think I will. I'll head over that way as
Okay,
White Owl.
so how are you know roughly the location as Dolus has described to you. You know that Guardian is sort of watching out on the opposite side. How are you approaching this person, apart from flying?
Well, if he's looking so intently in the direction of where Guardian is, I might as well come from directly behind him.
Okay, rightio. Just give me a second. Okay, thank you. Righto, you actually can alight onto the surface of the roof, and he's right there. He's leaning there. He doesn't seem to have any weapons. He just seems to be very interested in what's going on there. Sarah, what have
Is
you
this
been
still
doing?
all happening during the day?
Yep. This is all of the first
Okay.
half of the morning. Sarah, what have you been doing while you've been waiting for White Owl to get there?
She's going to go get to the guy who's leaving the crime scene, report, basically give her general on-scene report and watch him clear the screen and, of course, report to any officers there about the residue because the owner's probably under arrest for that.
Yeah, well, that no one knows about it yet. You haven't told anyone. He just reported it as a safe that was broken into that had some ammunition or something like that. You've discovered that it's actually contained explosives. So you've told them so that he can be arrested for that?
Yeah, because she's still going to do her job, like.
Yep. Okay, rightio. Well, he's not using very polite words in front of a young lady, shall we say. Actually, he's even using words that you don't even know what they mean. They're so bad. Okay, so White Owl, you alight behind him. He doesn't seem to have noticed you. You are around about, I'm going to say around about 8 meters away from him.
All right. So I will close the distance a little bit more, and at this point, I figure Dulles is having fun flying overhead, so I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and allow the owl to land visibly in front of him, just giving him a look, not directly in front of him, like
Just along the
you
way.
figured.
Yep.
Yeah.
Say about what, 3 or 4 meters away from him.
Yeah, and then he just saying woo woo.
Okay, well, Dallas definitely attracts his attention. He sort of ducks back a little bit, sort of looks a little bit quizzical at the owl. Well, you
And
can't really see his
he
face.
might tilt his head a little bit.
Yeah,
You know,
and he sort of, in a sort of a cat-like way, says, "Psst, psst, go away, shoo, go away, damn thing." That's
you
what
know,
he
and
thinks.
I'm using that as as my excuse to get here and
Yeah.
get closer to him
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's not paying attention to me.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Damn city owls.
Yeah, those city owls.
And then once I'm right behind him, I'll
Okay.
go ahead and have Dulles like just fly off and like disappear.
Okay, I just need to see how close you...
This is funny as hell.
Okay, you get basically within like melee range of him, and then suddenly he realizes, and he's in the mid shoe when he sort of spins around and goes, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" Sort of does a double take to you.
So you want to go ahead and explain yourself?
Why should I? It's a free country, isn't it? I can watch things through binoculars. He gets a little bit defensive.
You know what? I hate when these people get you like this. I'm gonna have to go ahead and toss down a little bit of the intimidation factors. That said, don't you know who I am?
He says, "Yeah, you're some chick who fancies herself as a superhero in that sort of outfit."
Really? Look.
Gotta say, you do have
Why
hot
you gotta-
legs.
I'm sorry.
He
Say
says
that
you-
again, Jill.
You
Say
do
that again.
have. He says you do have hot legs, baby.
Aye. You know, and I got these boots that are made for walking. And you know the old song too.
He says, "I like a woman
Would you
with a bit of
prefer that I?
feistiness."
Would you prefer that these boots walk all over you?
So, do you have languages?
I have. Yes, I do.
What languages do you
with-
speak?
English, Greek, and Spanish.
Okay, this guy, you don't have to roll. You can sort of detect that this guy has a slight Spanish accent to him. More American than Spanish, but there's a slight Spanishness to his speech. Okay?
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and speaking in Spanish, I will go ahead and attempt to intimidate him into trying to give me a little bit more of than what he's done. You know, I can be very persuasive if given the chance. Do you want that? Do you want to be persuaded?
He says to you in Spanish, he says, "I thought you were a superhero, not something else." And he sort of gives you a bit of a naughty look.
I'm a bird of prey.
He says, "You're definitely a bird, baby."
Oh boy. I see the intimidation. My attempt at intimidation is not going to work.
Oh,
too
no,
well.
it could do. It could do. You've got a general gist of what he's like at the moment, but depending on
he's
the degrees of
not a problem.
success.
Is there a well? You know what? Just as to add it to my intimidation check.
Mhm.
If there's like a loose brick or something around,
Mhm.
I would go ahead and use my super strength to go ahead and crush it in front of him.
Okay.
Look, I'm not here to play boy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Make your roll, Matty, and I'll tell you what he says back.
All right. What?
Oh.
I
Those
hate it.
dice don't like you. He says, "Gee, they make really crummy buildings here, don't they? They just crumble at the slightest touch." And
Yeah.
he says, "It's been lovely talking to you, but I think it's time I went."
You know what? Am I close
So
enough to the? Am I close enough to the door in order to go ahead and keep it from opening?
You can do. You can move over to it and block him. Yeah. But first of all, we're going to roll for initiative. So do you
All
have
right.
any lightning reflexes or anything like
No,
that? Nice.
I'm straight ordinary in that
Okay.
regard. In
2d8.
more respects than I care to admit.
Yep. That's
And
okay.
it's
So
5. All right.
he gets a total of 9.
All right. So I got a 10.
Okay. So you're about to head over to the door. He gives you a little smile and a wink, blows you a kiss, and jumps over the side of the building and
All right.
disappears from sight.
That's it. Well, I was gonna go ahead and say, Dolos, go ahead, keep track of him if you can.
Okay, it takes the air. Dollar takes the air, but Dollar says he's not there. Sarah, can I get you please to give me a mind check?
Just straight up mind check.
Yes, please. No.
Nope.
Okay. Nope, that's okay. Well, it's not, but I mean, Yep. No, you missed the moment as well. So, White Owl, he's not there anymore. And Dolos can't see him at all.
But
Uh-huh. Yeah, no. But.
just keep looking around, see if you can catch him.
Okay.
I don't know how his.
Do you have a look
I know
over?
he doesn't have.
Yeah? Do you have a look over the
Say
side?
again?
Do you have a look over the side of the building just to check or to... Or in
Oh
the
hell
distance?
yeah! Because it might be some overhang or something like that. So I
Okay.
might as well go ahead and jump down in the same spot and see if I can find where he might have found a.
Okay, so you jump down,
Manhole.
which is totally safe for you. Sarah, you see White Owl sort of lean over the side of the building and then jump down onto the ground. He doesn't appear to be anywhere.
Oh man.
Are you doing anything, Sarah? Did you see White Owl sort of arrive?
Yeah. How far away is she?
I'd say she's around about 40 yards. 40 meters, I beg your pardon. Sorry, this game's in meters. Sorry.
Is she somewhere where I could discreetly meet up with her?
You could try to. She has attracted a little bit of attention. A lot of people are walking around to avoid her. There's several places you could haul her down into a sort of a side street. That's easy enough.
So yeah, I'll call her on the phone
Yep.
and basically tell her, meet me a little
Yep.
where there's less eyes to chat for a minute.
Cool. Okay.
All
Couple
right,
minutes later.
I got you.
Yep. Couple minutes later,
All right,
you meet
go
up
ahead.
in
I'll
the
go to the-
alleyway. Yep.
All right, you know what? I think it's time for Dolos to go ahead and her to be introduced.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go ahead and when she arrives, I'll have Dolos come down.
Right. So you see one of those damn city owls there, Guardian.
So basically, I'll stretch my arm and allow her to land,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go ahead and say for the sake of argument, I have some. I don't know what owls eat, to tell you the truth, but I would just pick if she's cool enough with sunflower seeds, I could go ahead and pass her a couple unsalted ones.
Okay. That's so cool. Some sort of husk.
Hey,
or something.
Dolos.
Should be happy with that.
Sorry that you lost your prey.
She shoots
Yeah,
you a
let-
thing.
now
She
go
knows
ahead and
where
feed the
some.
thief.
She shoots you a thought, but I do know where some juicy rats are.
Well, I just wanted you to say hi to the friend, but you know what? If you're hungry, go on. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. She.
And I guess I screech out an owl or whatever, however it sounds like when I
Well,
end up talking.
Remember, you guys
That's
I think
right,
have a
she remembers
telepathic link. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you two look at each other. Guardian, you're not quite sure exactly what's going through White Owl's mind, but she seems to look and nod and sort of make little sort of intimate noises with the owl, and the owl seems to fly off eventually.
Yeah, he's a little hungry. I mean, it's his normal hunting time.
Right. So aside from the weird thing you have with the owl, anything you can report on?
He got away from me. He jumped over the side of the building and disappeared. I thought I was in pursuit of him.
people don't usually just disappear.
I know, which means either he grew wings and flew away, which is not likely because we would have spotted him, or some other way that I can't think of offhand.
Mm-hmm.
I think cloaking technology is a bit above these guys' pay grade, so we're probably looking at something meta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. This just annoys me because, I mean, if I had just beat the tar out of him, I might have went ahead and found out what we needed. Instead, he dipped off before I got a chance to react.
Could have, should have, would have, sweetheart. That's gonna drive you nuts. Get as detailed a description as you can down pat and send it to me and our.
Anyway, is there any other way I can help you?
I have a friend just. I have some friends who might be able to get composite sketches, but honestly, I don't know how I'll swing that without being suspicious. For now,
Well-
just keep an eye out.
Well, at least I've seen him, so I could give you a description. I got to speak with him for a few moments before he dipped off, so if that'll help, I can do that.
Yeah, I can't give a witness account description without the actual witness, hon. Police work doesn't work that way. So unless you're willing to come forward as a witness, I'm afraid we're just gonna have to go with what we got. I've got some DNA evidence. I'll run it and let you know how it turns out.
Okay.
All right, well, there's nothing much more I could do in that regard. You might as well.
Okay, so we'll skip to, if that's everything, guys, you head back to the police quarters. White Owl, are you going to sort of hang around for a little bit just to check that he doesn't reappear and then eventually leave the scene, or what do you
Yeah,
plan to do? Yeah?
that's probably what I end up doing because I still have to open up the clinic. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have to. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I do have people for that, but
Yeah. Okay, can you give me a mind check, please?
all right, my mind. I'm doomed, but let's give it a shot.
You never know. 2 1s is great. No, not quite. Okay.
I really need to start upping my stats to more.
Well, you are street level, remember, so, you know, that's good to be expected. Righto. The rest of the day goes through. Sarah, you're onto your other jobs. You're also putting through, filing some of your evidence on the explosives, filing any other evidence to the detectives that are going to handle this case. And you're moving on to some other older cases that you need to see to. So basically that's going to pretty much take up the rest of the day unless you can think of anything you can sort of slide in very quickly.
No, that's all I'm gonna do for now. I'm gonna wait for the results of what I found earlier.
Okay, sorry, that's all cool. Can you please, oh no, Dark Maiden, are you still away from your computer?
Say again?
Are you still away from your computer?
Yeah, what's the matter?
That's okay, I'm just going to make a roll for you. So just as the effect of your rehearsal. Yep, you're hitting every nail on the head, Bertify. The director and the producer are very happy with your performance, so they're building it up and all that sort of stuff, and you sort of by about 4 o'clock you're given like an hour to go and clear your mind and just relax. Turn up at 5 o'clock after you've had a drink or after you've eaten a little bit of something, to start getting into your gear. So what you're actually putting on is a period, a French Revolution period piece, and you are happening to play Mary Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, so
A black
that's...
Marie Antoinette.
Oh yeah, you're
This
putting it
will
with
be
a
interesting.
spin. You're putting it with a spin. Yep. So the whole spin is although it's that story, it's transferred into this time period.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you're basically playing those characters, and the story
Oh,
builds around that.
okay. Like
Yeah.
like the Romeo and Juliet thingy.
Yeah, yeah, but sort of set in more modern times. So you're playing on that sort of idea, or that's what the playwright is playing with. So you're playing to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone else is sort of doing okay. You're ready to rock, ready to roll. So your day is pretty well. So the performance lasts for 2 hours. So you'll be free by around about 9:30, 10 o'clock ish.
Okay. Just in case,
Yeah.
at some time between my rehearsal,
Mhm.
I am going to see about contacting uh, my team
Right.
and telling them something I had hit on. They may want to investigate.
Okay. Rightio. So
Yuck, yuck,
you'll
yuck.
be able to you'll be able to contact White Owl. Sarah probably, the Guardian, sorry, would probably be, I don't know, she could have a busy call on her phone or something once she gets into her work or so, I don't know. But it's easy enough to get hold of White Owl and have that discussion. And that's probably where
Hello.
White Owl might fill you in and stuff, so you guys have that discussion if you want to now.
Hello there. I'm not muted, am I?
No, you're fine. Dark Maiden?
I'm sorry, I was muted. Oh, hello. Hi. White Owl?
Yep.
It's
That's
Omen.
me.
I,
Oh, what have the great spirits have for us today?
haha,
I'm
you're
sorry.
funny.
Hey, you're the one who started it. I'm just going along with the gag.
Well, unless you're a bad guy who wants to be scared by the great and powerful Omen. Stop. Anyway, I hooked on, I caught on to some shenanigans going on.
Where at?
Where was it again?
It was on
Jim?
Geetle and Parsons Street
Dietel and Parsons.
in South
All right.
Point.
In South Point?
Yeah.
I'm actually orienting the scene. I was talking with Guardian earlier. We had a possible suspect, but he disappeared on us. Quite literally. Took me very aback by that.
Oh, hey, that's our gig.
Yeah, that's your shtick.
So, did you get a chance to see him, look at him, get an idea
I
on him,
saw
or anything
him,
like
but
that?
I don't know who he is. And as Guardian was in her at her day job, unless I was going to present myself as a witness, I wouldn't be able to do it.
You didn't even get a picture of him?
Excuse me, I don't have a camera. All I have is an owl.
Didn't I talk to you about this? When we're not in disguise, we've got to have ways of investigating things, spotting crimes. We come across suspects,
Well, my bird told me about it. How do you think I found out about it in the first place?
Oh, okay. So,
It's not exactly very digital.
yes. So,
I mean, I can literally say a little bird told me.
You are getting funnier and funnier every time I
I'm
talk
not
to
trying
you.
to be funny.
Good, you're succeeding. So, anyway, and by the way, leave a comedy to the experts.
Well, when I see one out, please let me know.
Ooh. This is gonna get messy.
I mean, I actually don't know if she's a comedian or not.
No.
So I'm like,
No.
She's not.
Catfight.
Cat fight. It'd be pretty
I certainly
pointless.
will be the first to inform you.
Cool. Okay, is there anything else, you guys, before we move on to the next part?
no, I can't think of anything else.
Nope.
Okay, So the day goes rest through the rest. Sarah, you finish up your day job. You're home, you have dinner, and you're ready to hit the streets by about 7 o'clock at night if you wish to do anything about that. Whether you're doing a normal recce in the streets or you're moving to South Point or whatever, I don't know. So what is your plan for
I'll put on the Guardian uniform and head to South Point.
that? Okay, rightio. Um, Gabrielle, you open your clinic. Are you organising to be present all night, or are you organising to do something different?
Well, I think these guns are going to end up turning up in a bad way. So I think I'm going to have to go ahead and take a look in the area and see if anything else turns up.
Okay, so you're sort of in the general South Point area, and
Yeah.
you leave the clinic open to your other folk.
Yep.
Okay.
Leave my subordinates to finish up and closing up shop because you figure I'm not up all night.
Right. Okay. So all I need is, so you guys are just scooting around, and I'm going to need both of you to give me a street sense roll. If you have gangs, that's a specialty. You can add 1 to your target number, and no, street sense, not city knowledge. Street sense.
Oh.
Yeah. So street sense gives you a city knowledge gives you some knowledge about the area, but street sense gives you a more immediate, what's the buzz today sort of thing.
I do have gang activity as my street sense, I think, so...
Cool. No, that's cool. So that's actually a 6 versus a 10, so that's 2 levels. And unfortunately, White Owl, you haven't been able to pick up anything. So
Nothing new.
Yep. So I just got to make a performance roll for Dana. Where is her performance?
All right.
I saw this
Anyway.
somewhere. Yep.
I have a normal suite of gadgets I'm going to go with, and I think this time around I'm going to go ahead and bring my shield with me,
Yep.
just in
Okay,
case I
yep.
need extra protection.
Cool. So Dana, you are going to get some fantastic rave reviews the next day. You managed to get 4 levels of success with your performance tonight, as it should be, of course.
Ooh, all right.
Yelp is just loving you.
So you sort of so you've got a bit of a quandary now. Are you going to like bask in the light, or are you going to try to get to South Point ASAP?
I am going to when the performance is over, I'm going to go to the director and say, wow, I think I wore myself out on that one. I hope I did really well.
He's absolutely happy with your performance, and he's got so many people that he could line you up with right now to perhaps cement this new phase in your acting career. He's saying he thinks you're in with a chance. If you meet the right people tonight, you could be headed towards Broadway by the end of the year, my young lady.
Just a second.
Yep.
It went around the thing. It went around, yeah.
Well, what's your
What
call on
he-
this?
I really kind of like to, but I have an early casting call for an upcoming movie, and well, you know how it is. If you don't want to, I don't want to be late or anything, and I need some rest. Besides, up early tomorrow for rehearsals. Can't sit on our laurels.
Okay, so
Early
One great performance does not make an always great performance. That's what my old teacher used to say.
Okay, so you're trying to, what sort of skill are you trying to use? Are you trying to use your etiquette to try to get out of this gracefully? Are you trying to use a performance which he might see through?
No, she is. Yeah, she's going to try etiquette. Try and
Okay.
trying to see for him to see that it's more
Oh my
important that his
God.
star is
Yep.
rested.
Okay, he says what he's going to do is tonight he will put them off. You actually succeeded by I think 3 levels. He's going to put them off,
Okay.
but he needs you here tomorrow night after to meet the bigwigs. Promise
You
me,
got it.
darling. Promise me you're going to be here. I want to
Oh,
see
I
you
will
do
be
well.
there. Bells on and the whole nine.
Awesome, he says. So go home, get rest, come fresh to practice, to rehearse tomorrow, and give your absolute best. Not that you didn't tonight, but to give your absolute best.
You know it. I'll be there. Kiss,
Right.
kiss.
Right. Okay. So you rush out the door. As you rush out the door, I don't know. You're slamming your clothes in your carry bag or something. It gets hidden in a rubbish bin or something, or behind a rubbish bin. You transform into Omen, and you take to the wind. Is that sort of the thing you're going to do?
What you say? I have my stuff, right?
Yep.
Um, actually, no. I'm going to change in the dressing room and then disappear out my window.
Okay.
This way, nobody sees me change. There's no chance of anybody seeing me
Okay.
change.
Rightio.
What the hell is this?
Rightio. So you're heading in Omen form towards South Point. I guess basically
Yeah.
taking the most hidden route, I guess.
Yeah, I
Yep.
will. I will inform the others
Yep.
of my eventual arrival in the area.
Okay. Rightio. So back to you, Guardian. So I'm just gonna roll. You are White Owl. Sorry, just give me a second. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. So, White Owl, you're south of Guardian's position. Guardian, you finally been able to toss a few favors to some street people, and apparently, um, you're informed that the Hispanic lords are actually planning on taking on sorry a warehouse for a chemicals plant. Um, you surmise probably it's about the base chemicals for drugs. You're not quite sure, but it's probably that. And that location is over just here on Pearl and Cedar. Over there, Pearl and Cedar. White Owl, you are over here near Hoyt, on Hoyt Street, Hoyt and Nickel. So that's sort of where you are, and of course, Omen is heading over from where she was, way up over here. So you are in the near. You're going to get there first, Guardian. So yeah, I take it you're on motorbike.
Yeah.
Yep. So you pull up. What are you just pulling up in plain sight? Are you trying to take some cover, or how you want to sort of get there?
I'm gonna find some cover in a side street somewhere where
Okay.
I can
Yeah.
park a good ways away and then sneak the rest of it towards it.
Okay. So you do that. As you come to the corner, you can actually see several. Can you give me a street sense again, please?
Both of us or just her?
Just
Is it gang activity? Because if so,
Yes.
then I...
Oh, you just make
Alright,
it.
so I
Okay,
barely
cool.
passed. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. What you recognize is several large pickups. Pickups is the favored vehicle of the Hispanic lords. They're like painted black and silver. Even in the nighttime, you can sort of see that sort of reflectorized sort of look. And there's about 6 of them, and they are parked up just a street away from where you're heading. So it looks like you've actually encountered them. Either they're waiting, or they're either waiting to go and do the job, or this is where they are waiting to get to pick up whatever's doing the job. So you're not sure. So you see these people. What do you want to do? Don't forget, White Owl is somewhere to the south of you, and Omen's just called in that she's heading towards your location.
All right. I'm going to get to a nice little vantage point.
Okay.
Can I roll a stealth with silent movement?
You can roll a stealth, and you could probably, the best vantage point would be up this 3-story building, up on the roof, if that's
All right.
what you'd like.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay, you stand out, so I need to make a roll to see if any of them detect you. The one good thing is that they're not great at seeing things, and they don't see you. But you get to the top, you are on, you can try to reposition yourself so you can hunker down, that sort of stuff, if that's what you want to do. You obviously know that you really did that quite badly. So you might want to reassess your location and sort of try to use advantage of the roof and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna parkour up the roof because
Yep.
I got that movement style.
Yep. No, that's cool. So you slip over the top of the ridge of the roof, and you try to reposition yourself. If you could give me another stealth roll, please.
All right. So target is a 10, and I got a 4.
That's a street sense, matey, not stealth.
Oh, god damn it.
That's okay. That's all cool. That's all cool.
Don't worry about
All right,
that.
so
Well, okay,
10,
that's
and I
okay.
got an 8.
Yep, so you're okay, so that's all cool. So you feel a lot more comfortable in your present position, so you're just observing. What you can see, it would appear that you have got your eyes on 5 of the drivers, not the actual men. Each, like they're standing outside, they've all got their doors open, and they're sort of in a group, and on the back of each ute is a guy with a, what probably, yeah, could be an SMG, you're not too sure, but if it is an SMG, that's usual sort of weapon for the heavy hitters, SMGs and the like. So it looks like you've got 5 SMGs plus whatever the drivers are packing.
Alright, so I'm gonna try to do something a little weirdish. Is there any spot on the trucks that I feel like I could hit without it being super noticed? Because the thing is, I have a tracking device as one of my gadgets,
Okay.
and I basically want to see if I can hit a tracking device arrow on one of
That's
the
okay.
trucks.
Yep, so you'll be able to try to do that. You just need to hit it, matey. So make your to hit roll. So that's what you need to do. So you're at easy.
Alright,
Easy as. Okay, you've got your tracking device located in the rear, down near the tailpipe.
oh, that should be a 13 actually.
Okay, so down near the rear tailpipe of the suit is where your device has been attached. Are you informing the others where you are?
Yeah, I'm gonna get my comm link
Yeah.
because I think I do have the communications device as one of my gadgets, and I'll let them know.
Okay.
I'll let them know where I'm at, the building I'm at, and let them know.
Okay.
I've managed to get a tracking device in one of the trucks.
Rightio. So, White Owl, it'll take you about 5 minutes to get there with your flight.
Not a problem. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and send Dolos ahead just to keep area observation.
Okay. And Omen, it's going to take you a bit longer because you don't have any fast movement. It's just all, even though you can pass through things, you just have normal. You just have normal movement? Is that correct?
No, I have actually a hover, remember? I believe it's 10 something.
Okay. Sorry, I'll have a quick look.
Yeah, this is Mad Muscle Party, but it can go.
Oh, I can't see it on your sheet. Sorry.
It's not there?
No.
Okay, give me a second.
Yep, no, that's all cool. That's all cool. Just I can't see it. Sorry.
I might have forgot to put it down.
That's okay. So you're saying hover, and is it attached to your insubstantial?
It's attached to my alternate form, yeah.
Alternate form.
Yeah.
Okay. Rightio. Let me have a look at alternate form. Incorporeal form. Yep. Rightio. And is it flight, but as a hover?
It's hover. So I hover along.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find. Yeah. Flight as a skimmer hovercraft style. That's all cool. Okay, radio. And you got one level of that?
I believe I hover at 10. At 10. Speed of 10.
10 kph.
Whatever
Okay,
that
no,
is.
that's a call. 10 kph, which is it's going to cut down your travel time. So you'll be there about somewhere around about the 12 to 13 minute mark, because you've got a bit more distance to travel. But you'll basically be hovering and just passing through building after building after building. Probably scaring the crap out of some people. Unless you turn yourself sort of that slight invisibility sort of thing. So what do you want to do, Omen? You want to turn yourself into that slight invisibility?
Say again?
Did you want to turn yourself into that slight invisibility thing so you're not scaring people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Radio. Okay, so you're moving as
The
fast as you
show must go on.
can. No one even sees her. She's trying not to. Okay, so you guys have got a location. Guardian, are you sitting there watching them all that time, waiting for the others to close in on you, or are you doing something else?
I'll start making movements closer to the warehouse.
Okay, so you're gonna so what you have to do is circle around the buildings and jump across buildings and circle around. So I'm just gonna ask you to do.
Funny thing is, I remember consolidating this.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna ask. That's okay. I'm gonna ask you to do what movement skills or powers do you have?
I have wall bouncing and parkour.
Cool. Okay. Then I just need one.
I've also got a grappling hook arrow.
Okay, so that'll.
Or a zipline arrow is what I put it as.
That's okay. So you'll use that should you fail at this next roll to save your neck, so to speak. So can you please give me a roll, a body roll, and basically you'll be using that to try to sneak around in the shadows, not actively.
Oh, can I use acrobatics?
Acrobatics would work just as well. That would be jumping from roof to roof as opposed to parkouring and wall bouncing. Entirely how you want to get around, matey. Bouncing and flipping and that sort of diving and that sort of stuff. It's up to you.
I use acrobatics.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, time to pull out that. Time to pull out your zip line because you've managed to fail getting the right trajectory and a couple of feet short of the roof.
So not hardcore parkour. Okay, so yeah, I'll just shoot my zipline arrow.
Okay, give me a target roll. Actually, going to get a +2 on this because it's a stationary target.
All right. By the way, just for the record, my archery rolls that aren't related to combat, like stuff like this, do I still use my combat value or just my archery skill?
Yep. No, use your combat value. Yep, because you're trying to hit a specific target, and that's all cool.
All right, cool. So that would put my target value at a 15 then for this one.
Okay.
All right, and I got an 8.
Nicely done. Okay. So, yep, you do it, you recover, you swing up, and you do it with enough that you can dislodge the zip line, so you wind it back up and it's ready for use again should you need it. So you continue to run across the roofs, perhaps taking a little bit slower time this time just to make sure. It might have been wet or something, I don't know. But you basically will make your way across the roofs so you're moving in a anti-clockwise. So you're going right and then north and then coming in left to sort of circle around the block, so to speak, from where they're parked to actually see the chemicals warehouse. So you can obviously see it. So at this time, White Owl would have joined you. She would have been coming and being directed by Dolos, and you would be about 3/4 of the way there, Omen, travelling at your top speed. So you're not far behind.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so I need both White Owl and Guardian to give me a mind check, please, unless you've got any heightened senses.
All right, heightened senses. I know I got something.
Yeah. No heightened senses for Guardian?
No.
Power loss? No? Okay. So just a straight mind check for Guardian.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you're going to get some information. Let's see if White Owl can improve on the level of information.
The only yeah, my heightened sense is basically the 360 vision. So
Okay, that's all cool. Yep. So a mind check, please. But I know that means that includes behind you as well. So that's all cool.
mind.
Yes, please.
See, Murphy does
No.
not like me.
No. But that's okay. That's okay. That's all cool. So what you get, Guardian, is you can locate at least another 8, and they definitely look like they are Hispanic lords. They seem to have broken into the warehouse. You can see 2 guards that are slumped down from your vantage point on the roof, that are slumped down behind a little guard, those little guard kiosk things that they'd be standing in. There's a guy that's standing in place of them. What you can tell is that he's put the guy's jacket on and his hat, so at a cursory glance he would look like the guard, but obviously you've had a chance to look a lot closer. And as I said, you've got 7 others further back in that you can see. They're actually getting into one of the warehouses. You can see one of them start to bring up a phone to his ear. That's all you guys can see at the moment. What do you guys want to do? So you can relay this to White Owl, so White Owl, you're included, you understand this, you can see it all in front of you.
All right.
You land by Guardian.
All right, stay stealthy. I'm not exactly trained in this kind of action. I just tend to just try to help people. So I'll take your lead on how to handle this.
All right, Omen's with us now.
Sorry, Meg?
Omen is with us now.
Not quite. She's still a couple of minutes. You want to wait till she comes in? That's all cool. Just a couple of minutes away.
Yeah.
So after a couple of minutes, Omen, you can rise up through the onto the roof and sort of make yourself visible. And so the 3 of you there.
Okay, I'm coming
Omen,
in, guys. Give me a second to
Yep.
make my way back
So
in.
you get to recce. Yep, you get to recce the situation too, so you can see them. Did you want? I'll make a mind check for you, so just in case you get to see any extra bits. So your mind is an 8. So just waiting for the dice to roll. No. So it's all Guardian information that you guys are basing this on. So the phone call's gone through. Guardian, you can hear the trucks, and the trucks start coming around, going through. The gate gets open, they start going in, they get parked up outside the door, and they start getting loaded up. What they seem to be taking is crates. It takes 2 guys to lift it. Crates that are around about 2 feet by 2 feet wide and deep, and around about 4 feet high. Not quite sure what the hell it is, but it's just a wooden crate that they seem to be loading up, and they probably could fit 6 of them to a ute. They do appear to be quite heavy, because you can see as they put them on, the ute does actually move down a bit. The other thing you can see is that while these guys are working, so there would now be, they've obviously come from somewhere, there'd now be about 12 people loading the trucks. There's the drivers and still the guys with the submachine guns and the guy at the gate.
I will actually look at Omen and say, could you get inside one of those trucks?
Of course I can. Silly question.
Can you can you carry objects with you when you do your thing?
Again, of course I can.
Yeah, but you can't.
Wait a minute. Why can't I?
Two things. Um, Trucks are made of metal. What can't you move through?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, yeah.
There
So
is a
it's going to be a bit
problem.
difficult.
Unless I crawl through the window.
Yeah. Yep. Which you can do, but of course you go through a window. How can you carry anything with you through the window? Because it's not insubstantial. You don't. Does your power affect other things?
I think it don't anything I'm holding. Yeah,
Are you
I'd have to
sure?
become
Yeah.
substantial and then insubstantial, unsubstantial,
Are you? Yeah.
substantial.
Are you sure that's in your spell description?
I'm gonna
Your
go. I'm
power
gonna go.
description.
Excuse me. I'm gonna go look
Yeah.
as soon as I.
Okay. Because that's all cool. It's just that it usually is very specific in this game. Um, for example, Ghost of Living, uh, you would have to buy the power that way, and I don't think you have, matey.
It might be a limitation, but like I said, let me take a look.
Yeah, yeah. So what I've got is an incorporeal form is without physical substance. For example, a ghost or living shadow. The character can pass through walls, walk on air or water, and perform similar ghost-like feats. Suggested attributes are adaptation, flight, insubstantiability, invisibility, and special defense. So I know you've got insubstantial, and we'll just need to look at that
Uh,
one to see if that lets you.
I gotta go in the.
So insubstantial reduces your density so that you can pass through certain types of objects. If a specific substance is not listed in the chart below, I need to make it up. Da 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 da. No, unless you bought it in a way that you could actually carry something,
Wait a minute.
you
That
are
would
just
be make me.
insubstantial.
That would make me unable to wear clothes. I didn't think that was a thing.
You don't have to
This
wear
thing?
clothes for you because your whole form looks different. But the thing is, clothes isn't an issue. It's being able to utilize other things. You're not going to attack anybody with your clothes or do anything with your
Oh
clothes.
no,
It's
no,
when
I
you
don't
try to
think.
get extra utility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not.
when you get extra utility out of it. You can build that into your character later on if you want to,
Wait a minute.
but it's just
Okay,
not right now at present.
I can't hold anything in my hand or
No.
carry anything.
Actually, look at. Let me ask you a question. What is it you're trying to put on the vehicle?
Oh,
What are you wanting her to
I
take,
was literally
Gary?
gonna have her face through it and use some of my shock arrows to knock the dude in the seat out.
Ah, right. Oh, she could do quite a good job once she's in the car, believe me.
If I stop that truck,
She's just got to get into it. The only way she can get into it is through the glass because of her limitation. She can't move through metal yet.
we need to get to one of those trucks when they're separated. If I stop it, think you can get in it and give our companions a good scare, knock them out even.
I don't think I have a doubt that she could give him a good scare.
Hmm.
Right. So I'm gonna do something kind of weird here. I'm gonna do a mechanics roll to see if I can tell where it would be a good spot to try to to try to basically get to the engine of the truck and try to short circuit it.
Okay. Give me a mechanics roll because you've got time to observe all this, so that's not a problem.
All right, 8.
Yeah, it's tradition. It is you believe it's traditionally where it would be, and it would appear that it doesn't appear to be modified in any way that you can tell from your vantage point. So they haven't, added any fancy things on it. It's probably just a stock engine. They might have made it a bit more powerful, but that's about the only thing, probably.
All right. So with that, I'll look to White Owl. Do you know how to drive a motorcycle?
Say that again about
Do
your
I know how to
motorcycle.
drive a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Oh,
I never had to, but
she can carry it for you. She can pick it up and take it with her and fly with it.
no, I'm sorry, Don. The best. I mean, I'm a public transportation sort of person most of the time. The best I
Right.
could do is
Well,
ride a
You
horse.
wanna tell us what you're thinking there, Guardian?
I'm pretty good at hitting things even on the move. I short circuit that engine from a distance, and then while you're following it, you fly in through the window and deal with them in the front seat. We'll have a truck to ourselves to figure out what's in it.
Oh, we gotta get. Well, it's basically what you're saying is you want to get the guys out of the way so we can find out what they're transporting.
Hmm.
Because that I can do.
I
Even
mean,
though
I
I
could
can't.
just go ahead and drop a dead rat on the freaking car. That might scare it.
I don't
Oh,
think.
I think Omen's built to do it a bit better though.
Yeah, and plus we probably don't want to do it when they're surrounded by the rest of their men.
Yeah.
We'll go after one.
Okay.
We'll go after one of the ones I didn't put the device on.
Okay, so you want them. You want them scared of their shadows and running, or what?
Whatever you, whatever, whatever gets them out of the way, and you're the best at.
Of course, I'm the best.
You could say something. Just wait to see my reviews tomorrow. Anyway.
So humble.
So when do you want to initiate this plan? When they have started moving? When they're still loading?
Once they started moving and they're like a bit of a distance separate from each other, like where they're not like on each other's asses, pretty much.
That doesn't sound like a great idea. Once they start moving, I could, if they're really superstitious or easily frightened by something other than somebody with a gun, they could end up causing an accident.
That's why I'm doing the shock arrow thing. It's gonna short circuit the engine and stop the car, pretty much.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
maybe there's space in that truck, in that box for hiding in there.
Well, I need to get into that car before it starts moving.
You better get cracking then.
Yep. See y'all on the other side.
Okay, so you go in slow and easy, Omen. Do you get in the side or a back window?
Did it again. I'm going in a side window.
Okay, just give me a second. I just want to see if anyone somehow manages to notice you, because you're not completely invisible. No, definitely not. So you pass by you can see the 5 trucks. They're almost fully loaded by the time you get down there. Which truck are you which truck are you going
For the head truck.
Head truck? Okay, rightio. You're the head truck. You get in, you sit down beside the driver, who's just sort of watching carefully. He's got the engine just ticking over. What you can see when you're inside the truck is that sorry, they seem to have a CB radio there, which is relaying instructions. They seem to have observation points, because he seems to be getting feedback along a road route, which is leading out over Graham Bridge, which is this bridge over here, to the right.
Oh.
So like they're saying, such and such road clear, such and such road clear. Police coming around. They should leave the vicinity to. They seem to even have a bit of a understanding about the patrols of the police. So, and they're able to you're formulating the idea that they potentially will be able to lead the trucks around away from the police over the Graham Bridge to wherever they're going when you get in there. Problem is, you start speaking now to tell your crew, he's probably going to hear you. Unless you want to do something else.
I want to check my telepathic level.
Okay. I think you only got a level 1, matey. It's more of a defense, isn't it?
No, I know it's low, but I think it's higher than level 1.
Okay.
Because that's my main semi-intimidation aspect.
Okay.
Let me, I'll check. Oh, yeah. I'll turn it off as soon as I do this. Good night. Sorry about that, guys. Just a really rough week here. Okay, what am I looking at? Oh, yeah. Right.
Telepathy, what level you have. And also,
sorry about all the heavy breathing, folks.
That's alright. That's okay. That's okay.
Well, their primary goal is the Graham Bridge. Is there any way we can block it?
Graham Bridge is a 6-lane bridge that heads in and out of Uptown.
Yeah, we're probably better
It
off.
would be extremely difficult.
Yeah, we're probably better off
Sorry,
getting the truck before it gets there.
Okay, yeah.
At
my current level, I can transmit emotions, so I won't be able to communicate with the other guys. Yeah.
Okay. Rightio. So,
remind me, we have to create communication devices until I get my abilities. Oh. Sorry, go ahead.
That's alright. So, you're in the truck. What are you doing now? Are you getting back out so you can tell the team and then go back in? Are you staying there and proceeding with the plan? What do you want
proceeding
to
with the plan?
Information? Okay, so the plan is now that, you scare the bejeebers out of this guy?
Actually, it is acceptable that I do have I have a personal line, like a cell phone? Okay. I'm going to turn my cell phone video camera on, which would include audio, and I'm going to patch in to their cell phones, and then I'm going to mute mine so no sound will come back through.
Okay, I'm just thinking. So you'd be activating something like Skype or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so Guardian, I'm taking it your number. You get a call from Omen on her phone. You're not quite sure what's going on, but it's on a video, like a Android Duo or a Skype sort of thing.
Alright, and I see what's going on.
Okay, so you can see the guy, and you can hear some odd chatter, and you suddenly realize, as Omen has, that these guys have actually planned their escape route really cleverly, because they're avoiding at all cost police patrols, and 2, should anything happen along the way, they probably can reroute people, and the destination always seems to be Graham Bridge, and then they refer to the meeting place after that. So they seem to have sussed out as much as possible, as clear a possible path to Graham Bridge, and then leave Uptown via that route.
Roger, girl. I'll look at White Owl and pretty much say, because then we got that tracking device, Once we get this checked, they're probably going to reroute. So
Well, we
you're
know
not very good at driving, I'm guessing, right?
driving. No, I don't. I
You know
don't.
what, sorry?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't drive very well.
Okay, you're definitely not touching my bike then. It took me forever to build that thing.
I mean, I ride horses. I don't. I don't ride motorcycles.
Definitely not touching my bike.
It's like something I need to learn, huh?
That lying thing, can you... Oh, God. Can you carry someone while you're doing that?
Please. You're hardly you're hardly a buck 50. I could lift 2 tons.
I'm only 125. She's very tiny.
Yeah.
Not even a buck and a quarter.
Okay.
All right. Do you think you could carry me in a way that wouldn't block my arms, waist? Oh God.
Look,
She's
I
getting
can
slightly
grab you
nauseous
by
just
the
thinking
waist.
about it.
Look, I'll grab you by the waist. Is that simple enough?
Uh-huh.
The only thing I end up doing is I put my shield on my back, so this way.
Yep.
I can't believe you did that.
Where is, by the way, where is Dolos?
Well, I'm figuring he's flying. I'm
Yeah.
basically gonna have him follow the convoy to where it's going.
Okay, rightio. I just want to know, just in case, I don't want to sort of
I mean-
say he's just circling aimlessly.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Cool. Okay, back in the cab. What are you doing? What are you up to, Omen?
Basically,
So, are you waiting for them to start moving?
I believe that was the plan. We wait for them to
Okay.
start moving.
Rightio.
To be totally honest with you,
Yeah.
she doesn't know Morse code. Sadly.
Not that I
Also,
don't know
just so
Morse
you
code
know-
either.
Yeah. You are starting here on Pearl and Sidell,
Okay.
right here, right there. So the trucks pull out, and you're in the lead truck, and you get instructions about where to go. So the first thing is to continue westward on Sidell. They turn down Morgan Ave. It's quite a thoroughfare. So the trucks are spaced out about 3 or 4 cars between them, so they don't look too obvious. It then turns into Graham Bridge Road and starts heading, your one anyway, starts heading down the road. But you get to, oh god, I can't see the name of the road. That's good. Basically, this road here, you have to turn up Travis, I think it is. Turn up Travis and then head down Sidell, because there is apparently a report of a cop. So they're told to head down Sidell all the way down to Diaz Street. So they are still trekking down to Diaz Street down here. Then they turn back down Diaz onto Graham Bridge, and they go up onto the on-ramp.
Oh,
I don't know when you're going to do anything.
we were gonna try to do it before the bridge.
Okay, so you're down Diaz. Is that when you want to do your thing? It's the shortest road.
Yeah, we'll strike at Diaz. So
Okay.
I'm sitting there being
Rightio.
lifted up by Amazon woman.
Yep. Okay, Omen, you're on Diaz. Where you go? You might be muted again, Dark Maiden, because we can't hear you talking.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was
That's all cool. That's all cool.
I'm actually I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see get a clear picture if they're ready or not. I'm going to keep looking at the Skype on my phone to see if I get a signal, since things seem to have changed. I don't know if she's. I can't tell her what I'm thinking to do. So I'm hoping
Mm-hmm.
she is swift enough to realize what the best plan here would be.
Okay, so Guardian, what are you doing? You do
Are
something once they turn down Diaz.
are all of the trucks still too close to each other to where they would see if something happened to one of them?
They're about 3 or 4 cars apart. So the first one turns into Diaz. That would be probably your best option.
All right, and the one that I have the tracking device on is still going strong, right?
Yep, that's right at the back of the group. That's still heading down Siddell Street towards the bridge end.
We're back.
Right.
Yep. Yep. So, what are you wanting to do, Guardian? How can you indicate to Omen what you want to happen next?
I'll just, I guess, look through the Skype phone and give her a nod, just to be like, we're good. I'm I'm about to shoot.
Hold up your thumb, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yep. Hold up your thumb.
I'm about
okay,
to.
so you get the. Yep. You go.
Oh no, I was just saying, I'm about to shoot an arrow out riding an Amazon.
Okay, righto. You get the thumbs up, Omen, to do your thing.
Oh wait,
She
no,
gives a
not till I shoot.
silent. Yeah, I remember you shoot, then she does the whole ghosty thing. She will give a silent sigh and get ready to scare the bejeebus out of people.
Okay. Rightio. Okay, where you go. This is unusual. It's not something that you've done. Do you have
I have on the
combat technique?
I have on the move and accuracy.
Beautiful. Okay. Rightio. So no penalties there then. That's great. I don't know what accuracy gives you as a bonus though. Sorry. Is it a
Takes
+2?
yeah, it's a +2 off of any it's a +2 against any difficulties shooting.
Cool. Okay, so +2. Nice. Okay, you hit, and it's a stun
It's an electrical arrow.
Is that
Yeah.
correct? Electrical arrow. Okay, so what's the damage on it normally?
40.
40. Okay, so he really doesn't know it's coming, so he can't really dodge it. So suddenly the engine takes 40 points and it just goes fut 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 fut, and it just blanks out. He loses power, he loses lights. You're on, Omen.
As there's a blinking and the power goes out, and I'm assuming the truck starts to slow down, if not stop.
Yep, clacker, clacker, clacker. It's power steered, so it's just not going to do anything.
Okay, I float through the undercarriage, and
Remember, it's metal.
right. Then I will float through
You're
the air.
in the
I'm going to
cabin,
float
yeah.
through the air.
Yep.
Through him in his seat, and then stop in front of him.
Okay, you're gonna scare the crap out of him then. Okay, make your intimidation roll.
And I'm pointing at him.
Yep.
I'm not saying a word yet. Okay, intimidation with mental. Intimidation with mental. And I'm a rolling. Ah, damn.
Oh no. Okay. Do you have divine relationship?
No.
Bugger. That would have been really handy because you might want to consider buying it next time somehow. It allows you to re-roll every level you've got. You get another.
Oh, that, yeah.
Okay.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So he's so befuddled by what's happening to his vehicle. What I'm gonna say is he's not even actually aware of you just at the moment because you sort of move towards and into him. So it might be that you're just not that present in his perceptions at the moment.
Cool.
So he manages to get the car pulled over to the curb. He gets out,
Yep. Still got him out.
and hang on a second, he gets out, and that's when he notices you. Have another go. So suddenly there's this ghost sitting where he was.
Miscreant.
I am the ghost of reckless driving.
Rethink your life before something evil before. Did I roll intimidation or okay? Before
Yep,
something.
intimidation.
I
you're
rolled
fine,
a 9
you're fine.
for a 9.
Yep, that's okay. So you do get an effect. He stops, and he does get.
Oh, I've been
look
rolling the
of-
wrong thing. I'm supposed to be rolling
What?
mind, and I was rolling body.
Okay.
What would my mind have been? I would have missed it anyway the first time, but I would have made it the same.
No. No, would you?
Yeah.
Because the check valve's 11.
It's 11, but my first roll was a 13.
Ah, okay, rightio. Okay. Oh, okay, rightio. So, your 9 gives you 1 level of, so his face is, you can see sort of shock starting to, or disbelief starting to set in. You can see some of the other cars sort of turning, and looking sort of, they seem to be passing him. The guy on the back, who is sort of sitting in the back, is sort of leaning out saying, do you speak Spanish at all? Does Omen speak Spanish?
Let me check my languages. Let me check my languages. Shoot. How do you do that? Nope, that's not it. I know it's supposed to be... Wait a minute. What happened to the drop-down thingy?
Don't know,
Ah, there it is. Spanish? Yes, I speak Spanish.
Yeah. Okay. Right, you can hear the guy saying, what the hell's wrong with you, man? Get back in the car and get moving. Get it going. Hurry up. Your guy is sort of just standing there, sort of experiencing a bit of disbelief. The other cars you see are passing. They haven't stopped. They just keep on moving.
Okay.
And this other guy in the back is starting to get a little bit more agitated, and he's moving around. What do you want to do with this guy?
Okay.
That's
Turning
when we have the
away,
tracking device on.
Yep.
turning away from the guy who is now frightened, standing out outside of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I turn to the one who's still in the truck, who was in the back.
No, he's in the back. He's in the back of the tray of the truck, so you could float out and see him.
Oh, so this is a pickup truck type. Okay.
Yep.
I float out so he can finally see me.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Right.
he's in a different
Yeah.
truck, right?
Yeah. Sorry, Megan.
No, this guy's in a different truck is the thing, right?
Yeah, your tracker's on the last truck. She's stopped the first truck. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I meant like, is the guy you're talking about now, is he in like a completely different truck, or is he in the truck that you're already in somewhere?
Oh,
We're still dealing with the guy in the
that
first
she's
truck.
facing now. Yeah, the guy that she's facing now is the gunner of the first truck.
Okay.
Okay, so
I go.
what are you doing, Omen?
I float at him really fast. For me.
Yeah.
You, and I want to do a telepathic read of his mind.
Okay. Rightio. So you have levels enough to do that.
Yeah, that's the level. That's what you can
What-
do at second level.
Yeah. Second
Yeah.
level. Okay. I just need to know sort of what information I can give you. So just give me a second there. Can by kind of use to
Not-
pick up loud super
Yeah.
thoughts. Yep, that's all cool. Okay. Radio. So it's not combat as
You know
such.
what?
Oh,
Instead of reading
I
his
do know.
thoughts, I'm going to broadcast fear.
Okay, that's mental
Hmm.
combat, and I just need to get to the page for that. Sorry, just give me a second. Mental combat, mental combat, mental combat. Come on, where are you? Hey, they. Mental combat. Sorry, guys.
Hmm.
So you two also up at the top. You'd be heading down now. So what is it that you're wanting him to do?
We're gonna watch and let her do her thing, and then once she gets those guys out and about, we'll dip in. I'll go ahead and ready a shock arrow in case people start attacking her.
Okay. My
Right.
God.
Well, you remember things are going to generally pass straight through her. Um, probably will hit somebody who's a bit more corporal. That's the only problem. God damn it, where is it? Have they taken it out of this new book? So, oh, mind combat.
Yeah,
Here
I'm
we go.
looking at
Mind
it
combat.
now.
Special type. Yep. Telepathy attribute. Invading other. Most telepaths make mental attacks. The mental conflict however is clashing on two sides. He's struggling. Physical strength does not play. Yeah. Da 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 da. Once it's been made using. Okay. Once two ones that touch the initiator contact any way withdrawal. Okay, righty. I'm just trying to find out where it says how to make mental contact, but they're just deciding to hide it in the text.
Mind
It's
combat
making
is a special type of conflict. They use it to telepathy
and make
activity.
a successful mental. Ah, here we go. No. If any character mental. Okay, make your. This is a successful attack requires the player to make a successful stat check using the average of his or her mind and soul. So what you need to do is average your mind or soul, add your level of telepathy.
Okay.
The target can attempt to defend with a stat check using the average of their. So he gets to use his average and rolls his. So you get to attack. So an average of your mind and soul, add your telepathy level to that.
Okay.
So it's always round
Is
down.
there how do I roll that?
2d8. Just roll 2d8
I
and
guess I'm
add
gonna
what
have
your
to.
average would
Okay.
have been. Yep.
38. And average of my mind and soul would be 8.
Okay.
Uh,
8 plus the level 2 of telepathy, so you need a 10 or less to actually affect him.
I did something wrong.
You do.
That's,
Yep.
Oh, I know what I did wrong.
And he's trying to.
I know what
What?
I did wrong. I put an S instead of a 2.
Okay. 15.
Oh
So
no, I'm
that's a
sorry, I
miss.
messed up.
She
I
added
messed
the
up
8 and the 2. She
completely.
rolled a 5.
Instead of I added.
Okay. So yeah. So just roll 2d8 and then
2d8.
the check number you're trying to get is 10 or less.
10. What did I roll?
You rolled a 5
I
for
don't
that
know,
first
just
one.
roll 2d8.
I rolled a 5. Okay.
10. You affect him. He's going to try to defend. He's going to get a 4 or less to actually sort of knock you back out of his head. Nope.
I thought they.
So you're there.
Okay.
You're in. You're in. So what are you trying to put into his
Fear.
mind? Fear.
That's what she does.
Okay. So you manage to unsettle him. His immediate reaction is to let off a spray of bullets.
Can I try to shoot him before he pulls the trigger?
This is all happening really quickly. We're going to go to combat soon. And he does manage to hit his driver friend.
Oh, wow, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. It hits him, and his friend goes spinning out into the middle of the road and promptly gets hit by a car, knocking him to the ground. And folks, that's where we're going to leave it tonight, and we will continue the next game in a fortnight as to what happens after that.
Okay.
So I'll just turn off the recording.